So you think Christian persecution is not real, or that it can't and won't happen here in America? Let's talk about it.
They're being locked in their houses, and those houses are being lit on fire as they try to escape. They're being shot by machine guns or attacked by machetes. All the while, the extremists are shouting, "Death to Christians, death to Christians."
But wait, there's more, unfortunately. Covered that Christian persecution has hit an all-time high. Okay, and I'm going to show you part of that clip as well. But first, I do want to say something else. Why do you think that it's Christianity that always gets mocked on stage? It's always Christianity that's getting mocked. The rappers, the Olympics, all this, they're always mocking Jesus on the cross. Not Buddha, not Muhammad, Jesus. Jesus Christ is always the one being made fun of. You know why? Because he's the one true God. He is the one true God. And Satan knows his time is short. He knows his time is running out. Targeted hatred that you see for Jesus Christ globally, culturally, especially in the media, because Jesus Christ is the one true God. You don't see Muhammad getting persecuted. You don't see Buddha getting persecuted. You don't see any other of these religions getting persecuted like Christianity or mocked or, all these things. You know why? Because Muhammad and Buddha are in the grave. Jesus Christ is risen. You call yourself a Christian, you better speak now while you have the chance. Speak now while you can use your voice to warn people. Because there's coming a point not too far from now. The end is near. Jesus is coming back. There's coming a point where you are going to have to choose. Renounce Christ or suffer the consequences. Are you prepared to do that? Are you prepared? I don't think any of us can just openly say, we would love to say what we think we would do. But Peter said, Lord, I would never deny you. And what did he do? 3 times before the rooster crowed. We need to prepare ourselves, establish our hearts, because persecution is coming. They are coming for us. Lukewarm Christianity, it's not going to fly. Casual Christians will be casualties. There's coming a point where you're going to have to get off the fence and choose. Choose this day whom you will serve. Are you going to choose God? Or are you going to choose the enemy? You think because we live in America that you're safe. Oh, foolish people, who has bewitched you? Self now. Establish your hearts now. Have the word hidden in your heart now, before it's illegal to have a Bible.
Persecution, North Korea, Somalia, Yemen, Sudan, Syria, Nigeria, Pakistan, Libya, Iran. I've been getting a lot of videos from the Congo these days. But we have it in Central America too, in Nicaragua.
I think that's one of the issues. You see the top 10 list, and people pay attention to the top 10 list, which is very important because you've got 9 of the 10 are Muslim majority countries, and that's where we focus on that Christians are being persecuted in places like Syria and Nigeria. North Korea has been on the top of the list for a very long time. And why is North Korea continually on the top of the list? Because they're such a secretive communist nation, but also because they actually kill Christians too.
Yes, they do.
I mean, and they're using more secretive means like AI facial recognition, like the Chinese are doing too.
The state is the ruler.
Exactly. And because they're using facial recognition to identify Christians who may be going to church or using a Bible. I mean, it's really very, very dangerous to be a Christian in North Korea. We just don't hear much about it because we know about the violence that is happening against Christians in places like Nigeria. Syria is interesting because it catapulted into the top 10 in 1 year, from 18 to 6. Because of, and this shows how the geopolitical forces are at work. The fall of the Assad regime in late 2024 produced this vacuum to which extremists sort of.
But Assad was, for all his faults, was somebody who did protect Christian
That's exactly it. This is why the geopolitical forces are at work here, because if the Christian says, no, Assad's protecting us, then, of course, the Assad regime falls, and now the extremists fill that vacuum, and their number one target now are Christians. We want to rid that area of Christianity in total.
And the Druze as well in southern Syria. You've seen the Israeli forces trying to protect them.
Yeah, sure. Ryan Brown.
Now, I can't even show you the real videos of the real Christian persecution because I'll get banned, right? Anytime I post those actual videos, it gets taken down immediately and it says I violate. Why is that? Why is that? Because the enemy is controlling the media. The little g God of this world has blinded their minds, has hardened their hearts where they can't see the truth. That lukewarm Christianity is a lie. Real Christianity costs you something. It says in the Bible that if you're hot or cold, neither hot nor cold, but lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. You can't live like the world and say you belong to Jesus. Just can't. Many will say, Lord, Lord, didn't I know you? Didn't I cast out demons? Didn't I prophesy in your name? What does many mean in the Greek? In the original text, that means most. It says most. That's right, most. Now, do you think that's going to be most atheists up there? No, it's going to be most religious people. Most Christians. Lord, I did this, I did that. He's going to say, but I never knew you. We never had a relationship. You didn't live for me, you lived for yourself. I don't know you. You didn't know me. That's a scary thought. That's a scary thing to fall in the hands of the living God. Why would you want to reject the one true God? Why? If you're a Christian, I want you to comment stand in the comments. And if you're on the fence, don't wait until pressure forces your decision. Don't wait until too late. Today is the day of salvation. So when you hear his voice, don't harden your heart. Don't wait till you've been given over to a reprobate mind. It's much better on this side, I promise you. God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. To pray for our persecuted brothers and sisters around the world. Amen. If you like this content and it blessed you, like and subscribe for more.